Hey, my gorgeous fam out there. Welcome to the love readings for the signs for September. I hope you guys enjoy them. They are a completely new formula this time. So again, hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you like it. Essentially, we're using the oracle cards to get a peek at what is coming to you regarding love and romance, what you need to kind of understand and know about them from spirit concerning, messages and guidance. I'm holding the camera, so if it's moving all over the place, sorry about it. Amateur cameraman. But yes, what's coming to you, what you need to know, and then of course we're going to get our main spirit message about what's coming through the tarot. So I hope you enjoyed. This is going to be for all the signs for Sun, Moon, and Rising. You can also watch it as a cross watcher. So if you are seeing or dating, a Scorpio and want to know what's going on, you're more than welcome to watch the Scorpio video and then just apply it to the other person. Again, biggest thing, you're taking what resonates. These readings are general, so parts may stick, parts may not resonate. Only take what resonates, leave behind the rest. All right. With that said, let's get into your reading. Take care, have fun, and enjoy. Hey Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your September love video. Let's get into it. All right, Spirit. What is coming towards Leo concerning love and romance for Virgo season in the month of September? Oh, there it is. Seems to be a strong theme for you guys right now, Libra. Forgiving and learning. Some of you may have been hurt recently or not fully over it. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Love, I actually really like this for you. So Libra, some of you may have totally gone through it. So I'm going to get a little limeade in me. Delish. So like I was saying, some of you may be going through a little bit of healing this month. Whether you're finally kind of getting to the point where you can kind of let some stuff go. I am filming this. Oh, I should film this tonight for you guys. I not film this. I should post this tonight for you guys. Okay. Hopefully I make it. I will. I'm gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen. I say this because I'm filming this on Thursday, right before the full moon. So some of you, this full moon would be beautiful. Not only because the full moon is the sign, is the phase of the moon that's about releasing and letting go and all that kind of stuff. It also is a full moon in Pisces. Pisces is the zodiac sign of transforming and endings. It's our omega in the zodiac before we get back to Aries, our alpha. So it's almost like super powered for releasing and letting things go. If you were hurt, or I'm like fighting my words here. I'm saying if you were hurt, I feel like for a lot of you, this is not something recent. I think this is something that's just been hard for you to let go. It's been something that you just kind of keep replaying, or maybe you don't want to deal with it, pops up, and you just kind of shove it back down to the bottom of the pile, and you just haven't returned back to it. I think now is a great time, and I think it really is the time for you to finally wrap it up on this. Because whatever it is, whether this is a past relationship, or a betrayal, some moment where someone, did dirty by you and you just haven't been able to resolve that for yourself, I think this is really the time for all of that to shift and all of that just to be forgiven. Because remember, you don't forgive for the other person, you forgive for yourself. Because if you keep replaying these events and keep and like dwelling over it, I don't know what that sound was, but you get it, you know what I'm saying, I guess. If you just keep replaying that scene over and over again, you never get to experience the rest of the movie, right? You just keep replaying and replaying. We want to skip to the next chapter already. And I really think that's what Virgo season is about. Virgo season for all of us is really about putting in the work and that due diligence. If you saw the monthly, I talked a lot about due diligence. I think in almost every video, like that was the theme, I guess. It looks like your love life is kind of going through that same, there's some work that needs to be done in your part. There's some healing and some releasing that needs to happen. Alright, so let's see what guidance our angels have on this little healing moment you're going through. Alright, Spirit. Need I say more? Need I say more? Releasing. Look at that. And I mean, look at the card too. Like, look where it's coming from. Right out of that heart center. As birds. And here you are, air element. The air element. Look at you. And you know, also looking at the fact that it's birds and has this connection to the air, and you're an air sign. You know, that's all thoughts. It's like each of these birds is every thought. Oh, so sorry. Look at me, I'm trying to get rid of them for you, just flicking them out. But each one of these birds is that thought. It's every time that you like, oh, why did they do this? How come I did that? You know, why would you behave that way? Why would you have that reaction? Why would you do this to me? Every time those questions and those thoughts replay over and over again, that's every moment that you kind of have to let go. And you know, you may not even have contact with this person by choice or by force. You know, so there's no way to actually get physical closure from this person. But honestly, you don't need that. This is a resolution within yourself. This is a resolution in finding your own peace. Because your peace is not dependent on another person. And I don't even care what situation. Whether this is, you know, right now we're talking about love, but this could be applied to work, you know, family, anything. Your inner peace does not depend on another person. No one ever has to give it to you. That is yours. All day, every day, because that comes from within. So whether you have it or not, that's all on you. You know, it's what you choose to dwell on. Do you want to continue playing with these little mean, nasty birds that keep, you know, poking you, or are you going to let them go and open yourself up to something else? Huge heart chakra moment for you. Huge. You know, if any of you are into like chakra balancing and aligning your chakras, honestly, I would say go have some therapy. Like, huge heart chakra moment for you. Major. You know, it could even be doing something, you know, doing a yoga pose that forces you to pull your chest forward and open your heart. You know, do some folds and really keep your chest up and chest open. Like doing I think it's like you could do cobra pose would be a good one. I'm sure you could look it up and find a whole bunch. I am not a yoga expert. But anything that pulls your heart forward and opens your heart center, I think honestly would be a good kind of meditative practice for you. And again, doing something like that forces you out of your head and into your body, right? Because you're forcing yourself to do something physical. So you kind of have to force yourself to switch gears a little, Libra. All right, Spirit, what is the main message we have for Libra concerning love and romance? Oh, something almost came out there. Oh, okay. That was an intro. Did you see that? It just kind of like did like a little somersault and flipped out. That was fun. Who'd we get? Huh, all right. All right, good place to start. Let's get a few more before we start chatting about them. But oh, my Libras. So some of you, kind of just looking off these cards while we, you know, wait for a few more to hop out for us. Some of you may be in your feels. Good chunk of you maybe are kind of in your feels. And when I say in your feels, I don't necessarily mean that you're feeling sad or you're feeling angry or you're feeling hurt. You may not even necessarily know what you're feeling. You know, I use that phrase just to be like you are kind of sitting with these feelings and sitting with these emotions. Some of you may not know what to do with them, may not be sure how to process them. You're just sitting with them. You're just kind of stuck in your feels and be like, oh, God, bad. Fun. All right. Let's start with these 5. Well, we're going to pull some more, don't worry. But I feel like this is where we want to start. So, Queen of Cups. Very, very emotionally receptive card. Queen of Cups, you can even see her. I'm going to zoom in. You can even see her, how she kind of guards her cup. She guards her chalice right there. She's not open, holding it forward. Like she's even got it tucked. You know, she's got it tucked in her hand. She's like, I'm going to keep this, you know, this is mine. I don't want you to taint it. You know, again, it could be speaking to, you know, just having been hurt or having to be, you know, cautious with your cup. You know, with your feelings, your emotional world. You know, we're maybe feeling a little raw, might be feeling a little exposed, and we need to protect that. Or we feel the need to protect that. And look how funny it is. Look, one of your little birds is still here. Look at him, playing with your mind. I can't. I love when shit like that happens. And then here we have the Two of Pentacles. So yes, like any other two, a decision needs to be made. Two of Pentacles, all about balance and being open. You can kind of see she's like teetering on this little rock, but maintaining her stability. So Two of Pentacles is just being flexible. If you watch my readings, you know I talk about it like a water bottle all the time. If I had a water bottle and I tipped it to the left, the water just kind of rolls over there. I tip it to the right, just rolls over there. Same thing for what's going on with you. You can't resist. It's not like I could tip the water bottle, you know, the water bottle that is you, and you keep all the water on the wrong side. You know, if I'm trying to pour it out and I tilt the bottle this way, you can't keep the water up here. It's going to fall with gravity. That's kind of what you need to do. You need to be open to these other possibilities. You need to be open to these other, you know, whether it's an opportunity, whether it's, you know, just a perspective, you know, changing your perception about something, being willing to trust new information, I think really allows for the magic. It allows for that kind of transformation of whatever situation you're in. We have got lots of court cards in here, actually, now that I look at it. You could have lots of players going on in this situation. So Prince of Wands, someone who's a fire suit. Queen of Cups, obviously water. So Cancer, Scorpio, Sag, or Cancer, where did Sag come? Because I was thinking of this. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Fire, you've got Aries, what was it? Aries, Sag, and Leo. This is someone, could be talking about someone who, I don't think this is you. So I want to say this is someone who maybe was younger than you, maybe a little more impulsive, didn't think things through. You know, not, and I say this not as a bad thing, but maybe someone who is just kind of following their heart and following their impulses. So they just, maybe this was someone who like you had this puppy love with, and it went super fast, super hard, and then like a fire, just as quickly as it lit, it went right out. Right? Just like a candle. You know, you light it, you blow it out, it's gone, done. Something like that could have happened. And again, with someone younger, more impulsive, this person may have left you a little burned. That may be what we're moving on from. And then look, here we have you, my lovely cardinal air sign, King of Swords, my strategist, my analyst, my very clear thinker, my forward thinker. This is you in your head. But you know what? I almost want to say there's a good thing with this. Especially because it came out with the Strength card. This is your inner will, your power, your endurance, your ability to move on, move forward, make your own, you know, intentions a reality and make them happen. And look how fierce this tiger is. Like even that, like this like, you are not gonna fuck with me. I'm not gonna roll over and lie down. I am warrior, hear me roar, right? Ha. You know, but this is you, I think, honestly getting to a point where you're super realistic. Not that you're not already. But again, this, I almost want to say this is your incredibly strong and natural ability to almost step out of your feels, to see things as they are. Because you need that level of emotional detachment. Because sometimes when you're in your feels, it can be too overwhelming. It can be too much. And it fucks with your mind. And that's a hard thing. Because especially, like, if you see my other videos, especially when topics like this come up, I always talk about you need to feel it to heat it. Like, you have to allow yourself to go through these murky waters and see what's in there. But then at the same time, you have to be willing to dive in and go in, feel all the feels, whether they're good or bad, and then also step back out of the water to figure out what you're going to do about these feelings. Because if you never feel them, you don't know what's in there that needs to be healed and needs to be readjusted. Versus if you go in and stay in, it just becomes overwhelming. You're just super sad and depressed all the time, and you never formulate a plan of action. So I think that's why you have, and it's funny, you have the king and the queen. So you have these nice little, they're not necessarily counterparts because they're different suits, but you know, you think of these masculine energies and these feminine energies meeting together, right? Because they need to work together. You know, you need to figure out what you're going to do about all of these things you're feeling. You know, if you only had one or the other, not as effective. You need to bring them together. And then you also have that same duality playing out with your Two of Pentacles, being flexible. You need to kind of play in the water and on the land. Or actually in the air, where she is. Swords and Cups. Swords and Cups, this duality, playing with the emotions in the water and then also being able to rationalize them. Not that you can rationalize feelings, but it's about making that strategy on how I'm going to move forward and take the will inside of you to push on past whatever happened with this Prince of Wands. Again, I mentioned fire signs, but this doesn't have to be a fire sign. It's more in the qualities this person possesses. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. This is truth, clarity, communication. Seven of Pentacles, healing, waiting, patience. A lot of that. And then Judgment. This is all Phoenix energy, rising, renewed or rising anew with a new motivation. Oh, look at that, bottom of the deck. Ten of Wands, rising beyond this burden, this struggle, to set a new plan in motion with this Two of Wands, setting out new intentions, no longer burdened by all this extra baggage. Look at that, carrying all this extra weight around. You don't need that. You do not need that. All right. Oh, love that. Okay, I'm gonna put these back. Let's see if we can get, at least one more card. See if we can get an outcome card for you. I always say let's see, like it's not gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen. But I love, this is a big month for you just to really be introspective and heal and really figure out what was this trigger? Why was this hard? Or why couldn't I let this go? Why? But that's how you do it. Be willing to wade into the water, but still be able to think with your natural, analytical, oh Spirit, way too much. With this analytical, practical mind of yours. There we go. Oh, look at that. Judgment card is back on top. All right. Oh, we got two. Oh, look at that. Okay, so Nine of Swords. Again, in the head, fearing the scary monster, which isn't really there. It's just a nightmare, just an illusion. And then you have the Princess of Pentacles. So, what this tells me, yes, we've got fears, yes, we've got doubts, yes, we've got things plaguing our mind. We talked about all these little birds coming at you over here. Look, God, there's more birds. These birds are just coming for you. Look at that. And the princess. Can't do it. But again, Nine of Swords before I get distracted. Again, we've got these doubts, we've got these fears. The way to overcome that, especially for you right now, is with this Princess of Pentacles. Princess of Pentacles, I call that my dirt card, but it's about hope and optimism and understanding that yes, something has happened. Yes, there was some struggle earlier. There was something that was kind of hard to get through. But this is you knowing that you've planted new seeds. We already got that Two of Wands earlier. This is you. You've planted a new seed. There is something new growing. Something does come out of all of this. So to me, this is about hope. This is about, the new that's coming. About this new development that, yes, we can't see it because it's still buried. It hasn't sprouted yet. It's going, and maybe it's going through the germination phase. But you do kind of have to believe that you've set things in motion for something bigger and better to come. All right? So lots of faith, lots of optimism. And again, that's fine because right now there is healing that needs to be done. Even in the Strength card, you can kind of see Kali is like, she's about to just destroy this poor man at the bottom of the card. That's kind of you with this past hurt. This is you conquering. No. This is not my narrative. This is not my storyline. I am cutting this out and moving on. So big month of healing and finding new clarity for yourself and your own path, Libra. So kudos to you. Deal with these demons because I promise you they're all pretend. They're not really there. They're all figments of your imagination. What needs to be done is strengthening yourself and having faith in this new opportunity, this new love. I feel like for most of you, this is new love. I want to say this is really going out to my Libra singles. This isn't someone who's in a relationship. These are my Libra singles, waiting for this new romance to birth. All right? It's coming. You just need to get your mind right. Because I think if you don't get this right, this new person comes along and you're going to be expecting them to treat you like this guy and you shut them down. And then you'll never know Okay? Alright, my lovely Libras, I'm going to wrap it up here. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. If you have anything to share with me or you want to hit me up in the comments, feel free to do so down below. You can also hit me up on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And as always, if you want to connect with me or have a private reading, all that info will be in the description down below. Take care. I love you, Libra, and I will see you in your next video. Bye.